Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. Bilbao are looking to go forward now. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that is one way to stop him. Lucas Vázquez. Lucas Vázquez. No way he was going to be out-muscled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The less said about that pass, the better. Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's gone for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space.
He's tried one! Oh, split-second reaction.
Schick clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sunset. Well timed, excellent interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Belosian. And it's Palacios. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's tidy. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Belosian did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Belosian. Bade. Lucas Vázquez. Now, can they get him away? Yuri makes the interception. Belosian gets across to intercept that. And it's Grimaldo. It's a mighty effort! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Decent enough try. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Hoffman. Played in. Oh, he's there to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guruzeta providing an outlet on that flank. Berenguer played out to the left flank. Can he get it through? Played into the box. Big chance! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Number 18.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, can he get onto this? And he plays one through. Shot could be on. Berenguer unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Schick. It's Schick! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Schick. Now he's got space here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hoffman! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hoffman actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner.
There will be one
Cross.
minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're into the second 45.
Bayer Leverkusen have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Lucas Vazquez with the cross. Unai Simon claims it. Safe hands. Ruiz de Galarreta. Robert Navarro, who does have an assist to his name. Sanset receives it in a good position here. Picked out brilliantly. Berenguer puts a cross in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to clear it. That's a delicate pass. Tries to get it clear. That has been slung wide. Now it's Guruzeta. Tries to dink it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Laporte. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Navarro. Now it's Guruzeta. He might be in here! Berenguer. He's being shapes to shoot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 25.
Bayer Leverkusen can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And now they can clear their lines. Bayer Leverkusen still have the cards to affect this game. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a searching pass. Oh, that was vital. Danny Vivian. Guruzeta looks to get on the end of this. Andrich looking to play him in. Sick! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This time, surely. Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And that's going right the way across. Nicely spread. It's a pretty loose pass. And back to the keeper they go. Laporte. It's an inviting looking ball that. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Guruzeta. Sunset. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 12.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 7, Hoffman. Number 14, Schick. Coming on the field, number 43, number 23, number 19.
And it's Andrich. Now it's Teller. Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Bayer Leverkusen
Substitution.
certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Andrich. Great vision.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Iñaki Williams. And he's being shifted off it. Grimaldo. Quality ball. Danny Vivian wins the duel this time. Nico Williams chasing after it. And it's Gomez. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nico Williams. And the counter is on. Now it's Guruzeta. Oh, shot, surely! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
After 85
Wonderfully
minutes,
smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Teller. Gomez. Guruzeta. Knocks it into space. Iñaki Williams. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Laporte. And here's Guruzeta. Gomez. And he's in on goal. Showing good feet. And he shoots!
Nico Williams made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No